The camera fades in on the bustling set of Good Morning America, where the familiar theme music plays as hosts Robin Roberts and Michael Strahan introduce the day's guest, Adam Sandler, promoting his latest comedy flick. George Stephanopoulos, with his signature serious demeanor, sits across from Sandler, ready to dive into the interview. Sandler, dressed casually in a hoodie and jeans, flashes his trademark goofy grin, waving to the live audience who cheers enthusiastically. George starts off light, asking about the inspiration behind the new movie, and Sandler responds with his usual self-deprecating humor, recounting funny anecdotes from the set involving co-stars like Jennifer Aniston. The conversation flows smoothly at first, with laughs echoing through the studio. But as George probes deeper, shifting from the film to Sandler's personal life, mentioning rumors about his family and recent tabloid stories, Sandler's smile begins to fade. He shifts uncomfortably in his seat, trying to steer back to the movie, but George persists, citing sources and pressing for details on Sandler's views on Hollywood's changing landscape. The tension builds subtly, with the audience sensing the shift, murmuring quietly. Sandler attempts a joke to lighten the mood, but it falls flat, and George's follow-up question about past controversies involving Sandler's film strikes a nerve. Sandler leans forward, his voice rising slightly, defending his work as pure entertainment, not meant for deep analysis. George counters with a pointed remark about cultural sensitivity in comedy today, referencing specific scenes from Sandler's older movies that have been criticized online. The exchange heats up, with Sandler accusing George of ambushing him with gotcha questions instead of focusing on the promotion. The studio crew exchanges nervous glances as the interview deviates from the scripted path. Sandler's face reddens, and he interrupts George mid-sentence, saying, "You know what, George? This isn't what I signed up for." The host tries to regain control, but Sandler stands up abruptly, removing his microphone pack. The audience gasps in surprise as he mutters something off-mic about respect and storms off the set, leaving George looking stunned and the co-hosts scrambling to fill the awkward silence with a quick commercial break tease. Back from break, the show continues without Sandler, but the incident becomes the talk of the morning. In the aftermath of Adam Sandler's dramatic walk-off, social media erupts with reactions, clips of the interview going viral within minutes. Fans divide into camps, some praising Sandler for standing his ground against what they call invasive journalism, others criticizing him for being unprofessional on live TV. George Stephanopoulos issues a brief on-air apology later in the show, explaining that the questions were meant to spark meaningful discussion, not to offend. Behind the scenes, producers huddle in damage control mode, reaching out to Sandler's team for a possible reconciliation statement. Sandler, meanwhile, is spotted leaving the ABC studios in New York, flanked by his entourage, ignoring paparazzi shouts for comment. Speculation swirls about what exactly triggered the outburst. Was it the personal questions or a buildup of frustration from the grueling press tour? Analysts on entertainment shows dissect the moment, comparing it to past celebrity meltdowns like Tom Cruise's infamous Oprah couch jump or Kanye West's interruptions. Sandler's publicist releases a statement hours later, downplaying the event as a misunderstanding and emphasizing his client's passion for his craft. The incident boosts interest in his new movie, with ticket pre-sales spiking curiously. George, known for his hard-hitting political interviews, reflects on the crossover into entertainment segments, perhaps regretting the aggressive approach. Viewers at home replay the clip, zooming in on facial expressions and body language for clues. Memes flood Twitter, photoshopping Sandler into various walk-off scenarios from history. The Good Morning America team pivots the rest of the broadcast to lighter topics, but the elephant in the room lingers. Sandler's walk-off becomes a case study in celebrity media relations, highlighting the fine line between promotion and privacy invasion. As the day progresses, other celebrities chime in via social media, some supporting Sandler, others siding with the journalistic pursuit of truth. The event underscores the evolving dynamics of morning shows, where fluff meets substance, sometimes explosively. By evening, late-night hosts like Jimmy Fallon prepare monologues roasting the awkward exchange, turning tension into comedy gold. Delving deeper into the interview's content, George's questions touched on Sandler's evolution from slapstick comedies to more dramatic roles in films like Uncut Gems, praising his range but challenging him on whether his early work aged well in today's cultural climate. Sandler defended his catalog passionately, arguing that humor is subjective and that canceling past art stifles creativity. The back and forth escalated when George brought up specific jokes from movies like Happy Gilmore that some view as outdated, prompting Sandler to retort that comedy should push boundaries. Audience members later recounted feeling the room's energy shift from jovial to charged, with whispers spreading. Production assistants signaled for a wrap, but the momentum carried on. Sandler's decision to walk off wasn't impulsive. Insiders reveal he had warned producers pre-show about avoiding certain topics. George's persistence, honed from years interviewing politicians, clashed with Sandler's laid-back persona. Post-incident, ABC executives review protocols for guest interviews, considering sensitivity training for hosts. Sandler's fans rally online, starting petitions for boycotts or apologies, while detractors label him thin-skinned. The video script captures the raw emotion, Sandler's voice cracking slightly as he says, "I'm here to talk about my movie, not get grilled like a criminal." George's composed response, "We're just having a conversation," only fuels the fire. Replays show Sandler pausing at the edge of the set, almost turning back, but ultimately exiting through a side door. The co-host's attempts to smooth over, with Robin Roberts joking about needing more coffee, fall flat. This moment joins the annals of TV history, akin to Joaquin Phoenix's awkward Letterman appearance. Analysts predict it won't harm Sandler's career. If anything, it humanizes him. The script emphasizes the human element, celebrities under pressure, hosts balancing entertainment and inquiry. As the story unfolds, interviews with eyewitnesses add layers, describing the stunned silence post-walk-off, expanding the narrative. Imagine the pre-interview green room where Sandler chats amiably with staff, sharing donuts and stories, unaware of the impending clash. George, prepping notes, focuses on blending fun with depth, a hallmark of GMA. The live broadcast begins seamlessly, but undercurrents of discord brew. Sandler's walk-off prompts immediate network response, commercials extended, segments reshuffled, viewer calls flood in, some outraged, others entertained. The incident sparks debates on media ethics. Should morning shows stick to light fare or delve deeper? Sandler, back at his hotel, reportedly laughs it off with friends, viewing it as fodder for future sketches. George's team defends the questions as relevant to Sandler's public image. The script weaves in hypothetical dialogue extensions. If Sandler had stayed, perhaps a breakthrough moment on comedy's role in society. Instead, the abrupt end leaves questions unanswered. Social metrics soar, with #Sandler walk-off trending globally. Parody videos emerge, recreating the scene with exaggerated flair. Entertainment pundits on CNN and Fox discuss implications for celebrity interviews, noting a shift toward more guarded appearances. Sandler's next project gains buzz, ironically from the controversy. The video script portrays George as unflappable, continuing the show professionally despite the chaos. Behind-the-scenes footage, if leaked, would show crew scrambling, directors barking orders. This event humanizes both parties, Sandler as protective of his bubble, George as duty-bound to probe. As days pass, reconciliation rumors swirl in, maybe a follow-up interview or joint statement. The script concludes this paragraph with reflections on fame's fragility, where one heated exchange can dominate headlines. To flesh out the video script further, consider the broader context of celebrity culture in 2026, where live TV mishaps are amplified by instant streaming and AI-generated deepfakes. Sandler's walk-off clip is remixed into songs, dances, and even virtual reality experiences. George's reputation as a tough interviewer remains intact, perhaps enhanced by the buzz. Sandler's team capitalizes, releasing teaser clips from his movie tying into themes of confrontation. Public opinion polls show divided views. 55% side with Sandler, citing privacy rights. 45% with George, valuing transparency. The incident inspires think pieces in Variety and The Hollywood Reporter on the death of unscripted TV. Script details include slow-motion analysis of Sandler's exit stride, Body language experts opining on stress indicators. Co-hosts Michael and Robin share light-hearted anecdotes post-show to diffuse tension. Sandler's family reportedly supports him, with his wife posting cryptic emojis online. The video narrative explores what-if scenarios. Had George softened his tone, or Sandler laughed it off? Instead, it becomes a teachable moment for aspiring hosts and stars. Network ratings spike for GMA that week, proving controversy sells. Sandler's upcoming tour sells out faster, fans eager for his take. The script incorporates viewer testimonials, like "I was shocked but respect his boundaries." George's on-air poise is commended, maintaining composure amid disruption. As the story evolves, apologies are exchanged privately, leading to mutual respect. This paragraph of the script underscores resilience in showbiz, where walk-offs are but blips in long careers. Wrapping up the extended video script, the legacy of Adam Sandler's Good Morning America walk-off endures as a pop culture footnote, referenced in comedy specials and media classes. Years later, Sandler jokes about it in stand-up, turning embarrassment into material. George reflects in memoirs on the fine art of interviewing, citing it as a learning curve. The incident prompts industry changes, clearer pre-interview agreements, host training on empathy. Video recreations by YouTubers garner millions of views, keeping the moment alive. Sandler's film succeeds at the box office, perhaps buoyed by the free publicity. The script ends on a positive note, with hypothetical reunions of Sandler returning to GMA for a redemption interview, laughing over the past. Themes of forgiveness and growth permeate, showing that heated moments can lead to understanding. Audience takeaways include appreciating the pressures on public figures. In retrospect, the walk-off humanizes Sandler, revealing vulnerability beneath the comic facade. George's career continues thriving, undeterred. The full script serves as a cautionary tale and entertaining yarn, blending drama with humor. As credits roll in this imagined video, clips montage the event, set to upbeat music, reminding viewers that TV is unpredictable,